everyone and welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm going to give you some tips of places where you can eat in New York, because I have been to New York this week. It was my first time there. I went there just on vacation with my boyfriend and we absolutely loved it. I was with very high expectations and I was trying to convince myself that it wouldn't be as amazing as I was imagining, so I wouldn't get so disappointed. And I have to say it was even better than what I was imagining. So all of this just to say that you guys know how much I love to travel and how much I love food. So combining these two together, it just sounded like the perfect video to make. I hope you enjoyed this video and let me know if you want me to make more videos of this kind about like other places where I traveled to, or just about Norway, actually, about Oslo. Let's start with my absolute favorite, just because of the experience. So I discovered this on the internet, totally by chance. It was not on purpose, and it really caught my attention because it said it was like a kind of like underground hidden hamburger restaurant where it doesn't even really have a name. It's called Burger Joint, but it doesn't have like a name outside of the restaurant or any kind of indication there's a restaurant there. And it is inside of a really fancy building. I think it's a hotel if I'm not mistaken, but when you enter it has this really big lobby, people really well dressed, a proper chic lobby. And we entered the really big lobby and I started to doubt myself, like, is this really the place? Because it was so chic. And this guy that worked there came to us, oh, can I help you? And I was like, yes, is it here? Because we were looking for this burger restaurant. And he was like, oh, you know what you're talking about. And just said like, yeah, you see those like really big red curtains in the corner of the lobby? Just go like through the curtains and you will find the restaurant. We just walked around the curtains and then there's a door in the curtains and we entered, and it's this like really small burger restaurant with really loud music, like ta-na-na-na-na, you know, this kind of music, with all the walls written by like random people. You can just like pick a pen and write on the walls, and like old school postcards on the walls. And the hamburgers were just amazing. They were very delicious. And yeah, so it was a great experience. If you go to New York, you really have to go to this place. It was my absolute favorite. Oh, and I forgot to say that this restaurant, it's close to Central Park in the south part, and it's inside a building called Le Parquet Méridien. I think it's French. Le Parquet Méridien. Next one is a really famous restaurant in New York. It is considered one of the first, or the first, I don't want to be mistaken, so I will say one of the first Italian restaurants in New York with like traditional Italian pizza. That's called Joe's Pizza. It exists in different places in New York, so they have like different restaurants. There is one of them that is the actual like original. That's where we went to. And they just have pizza and it's really cheap. I think it's like $3 to $5 a slice of pizza, and it's like the biggest slice you will ever see in your life. It is really like Italian pizza. It was so good that we had to repeat. We bought another slice of pizza and we had to go there in another day, so we came back and ate more pizza. And the thing in this restaurant that we really liked is that it's so small, there's not really a place to sit, which I normally don't like. I like to sit peacefully when I eat. But in this case, it was really cool because everyone kind of like gets around your tiny little table and eats in your table with you, and then people start to talk with you. Also, as I said, the restaurant is really famous and a lot of famous people have gone to the restaurant to eat pizza. So they have all of these photographs on the walls with everyone famous that went there. Another very cheap restaurant we went to, it's called Tasty Dumpling in Chinatown. As you guys know, I am an Asian food lover. I found out on the internet that it was one of the best Asian restaurants in Chinatown, and I decided that it was a good idea to go there. when we arrived, it didn't look really good. Like the place, it's not really decorated. Inside is very like blah. I kind of started to doubt, but the food was amazing. The prices are ridiculously cheap. You don't have to pay, how do you call when you pay the person, oh my god, I can't remember, tips. You don't have to pay tips. So we asked for a dumpling noodle soup, a vegetable noodle soup, and boiled dumplings, which were absolutely delicious. The fried dumplings also looked amazing. If you want something cheap, if you like Asian food, just go to Chinatown and try this restaurant. Now, when we were in New York, it was at the same time where this restaurant week thing was happening, where all the like really expensive restaurants put their prices really low and you can go there for a cheaper price and eat more expensive food. So we did that. We went to Boulud Sud. They came with a lot of different dishes, different appetizers, main course, desserts, bread, you know, this kind of things. But the food was great. It's things that you normally don't eat, and it's kind of like a mixture of Mediterranean cuisine, all mixed together from different countries, which I thought it was very interesting. And it's really close to the south tip of Central Park. Another restaurant which was also more on the expensive side was a Mexican restaurant. We went in Chelsea. It was not really expensive. I think we paid $80 together after taxes and after the tip, and we ate a lot. It was appetizer, main dish, dessert and drinks, and we paid $80. It was also not the traditional Mexican place. Sorry, it's called, oh my god, I forgot. Dos Caminos. It's called Dos Caminos. As I was saying, they are very imaginative, you can tell, and they try to make Mexican food in a new modern way, which I really loved. Another thing that I really wanted to try while I was like in New York or America in general was mac and cheese, because I have never tried mac and cheese before and I was quite curious. So we were looking for a place to eat mac and cheese. I'm not really sure if this is like the best one ever you can find in New York, but it was the one we found at the time. This one is in Soho. It's called MacBar. It's also very cheap. They make this 3 portion sizes and we chose the big one to eat together, and it was absolutely delicious. It was more or less what I was imagining it would be. I loved it. The last restaurant is called Johnny's Luncheonette. Luncheonette, yeah. And this was basically because we wanted to grab a quick bite and we also wanted to try a real American diner. This specific diner, it was really small. I think it was close, where was it? Madison Square. Yeah, it's close to Madison Square Park. It was great. It was really strange food on the menu. I guess it's like diner food stuff. But I actually really liked it and it was a really cool experience. So those were all the restaurants on my list. They were my favorite ones. Of course, we ate in other places. As I said, if you like the idea of me making more of this kind of like restaurant and travel or in Oslo videos, let me know in the comments. And if you have more suggestions to people who are traveling to New York of places to eat, then write it also on the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye bye!